a statement. Again, each candidate will have 2 minutes for their closing remarks. And Mr. Babcock, you go first.
Well, thank you again to the League for sponsoring tonight's event, and thank you to the Morristown Green for filming it, and to all of you who have come out and chosen to be a part of the process. As I said in my opening remarks, and as we've touched on to some extent during the question and answer period, the future of Morristown, and I'm trying not to sound like I'm overstating it, but literally the future of Morristown is at stake when you look at the long-term ramifications of the large projects that we're contemplating. So when we are going into that process and we're talking about our vision for Morristown, that will have ramifications well beyond any of us even being alive. So buildings last a lot longer than individuals. So it's very important that when you're looking at the future of Morristown, you're not taking a short-sighted approach. I believe that my vision protects neighborhoods, protects the people, and cherishes the historic nature of Morristown. I love Morristown, and while change is inevitable, change can be something that is welcome and something that enhances the town. So, not making any negative comment to the current administration, I'm simply stating that going forward, we have to be very, very conscious that every step we take, everything we consider, must have the approval of the people of Morristown, because it is the town of Morristown that is going to be served and is going to have to live with the decisions that we make going forward. So when I'm elected, I will promise that that process will be more open than you can imagine, more engaging than ever before, and we will have as much consensus as possible for how we plan for our future, and it will be bright. So thank you for coming out tonight, and I hope that you will support me in my bid to become mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again for the opportunity to participate in tonight's debate. I want to thank my opponents for being here. The election is a decision on whether we should continue the progress this town has made and continue to move Morristown forward. I set out 4 years ago to provide the kind of leadership that would transform how government works, and I believe my administration has been successful in achieving that goal. I believe the results of our efforts over the past 4 years have been successful in stabilizing the town's financial position, improving our neighborhoods, and strengthening our downtown business district. We have unprecedented citizen involvement, with so many in our community involved who have become part of the solution. Town Hall is open and transparent, and my administration is always there to listen. The past 4 years have afforded me the opportunity to meet and work with so many people. While we have been fortunate to continue to grow and progress as a town, we also have had our share of natural disasters and tragedies. It was during these difficult times, when many in our community had no electricity, no water, no food, that the reality I appreciated the role. I really appreciated the role as mayor in providing answers and support for our residents and businesses at the time of need. Being able to work so closely with so many caring, dedicated volunteers who wanted to help their neighbors through sleepless nights and tireless days, really, reality opening my eyes to the wonderful community we have. Whether it was going door to door in a neighborhood affected by the disaster, delivering food, manning the warming centers, working alongside volunteers, a unified effort showed the true character of Morristown. It made me realize how honored and proud I am to be mayor. Today, as a government in Morristown, we are stronger than we were 4 years ago. Let's continue to move forward. As Henry Ford once said, coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress. Working together is a success. We had many successes in the past 4 years working as a community, and with your support, November 5th, I will continue to work hard. We have started and pledge my commitment to make Morristown a vibrant, livable, and sustainable community. Thank you for all coming. Please vote for me on November 5th, and I would be probably in a lot of trouble if I didn't do a little shout out for Mary, who's down in Miami. I know she wanted to be here, so I appreciate the support of my wife too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, League of Women Voters. Just to wrap up, I'd like to say this one thing. I think the best advice a teacher could ever give a student would be that you can change the world. And how can you change the world? You can change the world by changing yourself. That's what we teach in anger management. You want to change something, you change yourself, and suddenly, miraculously, a lot of things transpire. I have a special place in my heart for the people of this town, the property owners, because New Jersey lost the New Jersey homestead rebate. The state just spent $30 million just in a special election. I'm there to fight for all the people in Morristown. I got a special place in my heart for the property owners. I will restore a tax freeze, and I'll show you that it will work. It takes guts, it takes courage. We'll get through it. But I guarantee you, when I put this tax freeze on, the valuations in Morristown will go up, because they're going to say, hey, that guy's doing something over there. He's not just letting all the people that come in here that can afford to be here, that don't really care about the taxes. But I want you people to stay in Morristown, and I'm going to fight for you, and I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to show you a one unified, peaceful town, minimal politics, and I want you to know that a leader leads the way. And when you go into that ballot box to vote, I want you to think about what your priorities are. If you're happy with the last 4 years, I encourage you to go that direction. If you have a different vision, if you want to be more, if you want Morristown to be more, put your faith in me, put your faith in God. We'll get it done. Amen.
And at this time, I think we should do a round of applause to all the candidates. And once again, I encourage you to go out on November 5th and vote. The polls are open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bring your neighbors, bring your friends. Democracy is not a spectator sport. You've got to participate. And thank you very much. Safe trip home.
All right, good. Personal report.